Max, how are you feeling now that all of this is finally done?
I mean, it's a relief, really. We've been working our whole lives for this moment, and especially the last 2-3 months, that's all we've been dedicating our time to. So, to get this out of the way and say that we finally got it done, it feels real good. It feels real relieving. Just happy to be done, ready to see what's next.
I've been asking all of your teammates how they would rate their performances. So, same question for you. How do you feel like you graded out here today?
It's hard to say. Always, I feel like I have high expectations, and I don't really know my exact times. I know my vert and whatnot. But I'd say overall, yeah, I feel like maybe like a A-, B+. Probably could have done a little bit better in some things. I feel like I could have ran a little faster in the 40, but that's life, and feel good about everything going forward. We're just trusting the process now. So.
For what it's worth, stopwatches around me had you somewhere in the vicinity of a 4.48 to like a 4.51. So if those are the numbers, how does that compare to what you wanted to run today?
I mean, that would be great for me. Obviously I would prefer like the 4.48, 4.49, like I was saying yesterday or the other day. But I think anything in the 4.5s is a great time for a linebacker. So I feel great about whatever I get, honestly.
What kind of feedback and interest were you getting from teams before you got to Big 12 Pro Day?
Yeah, the last couple of weeks I've been able to meet with a couple teams, been able to sit in on some interviews, take some phone calls, just kind of answer a few questions, a little bit of unknown that a lot of teams have with me. So, it's been good, been able to gauge my interest a little bit. So yeah, we'll see after today and see if the scouts liked what they saw. So.
What type of questions were they asking you out of curiosity?
Obviously something that always comes up is my weight. I've been kind of known as an undersized linebacker, kind of moving around, playing more in the nickel, kind of playing a little bit of a hybrid safety for a little bit. So a lot of teams are asking about my weight, where I'm at right now, where I've been at, and just kind of the reasoning behind my weight, and then a lot of injury talk as well. I feel like I have a reputation almost for being an injury guy, but when it comes down to it, I've had one major surgery and sat out maybe 7 games of my whole career, including Little League and high school. So I feel like I'm a pretty durable guy. So I feel like they were just kind of answering some of those unknown questions that I had the answers for.
What would you prefer to play in the league? Is it linebacker, or are you thinking like maybe you could be a bigger safety?
I think I'm a linebacker. Ultimately what it comes down to, I feel like I have the physicality, that sideline speed that, I feel like in this day and age, that's what a linebacker, is asked to do, run sideline to sideline, be able to drop, be able to cover guys, cover tight ends. So I feel like I can do a little bit of everything. I feel like, I'm more of a backer, and I feel like I'm only, getting to that point to put on a little bit more weight, get a little heavier, fill into my body. I'm 26 years old, so, finally getting there. But yeah, I think backer is the place for me. So.
What is the ideal weight that you're shooting for?
I want to be around 230. Ultimately, I weighed in at 229 for the pro day, so I was right where I wanted to be at. But yeah, I feel really good, 225 to 230. But we'll see how the rest of this off season goes. See if I can get up 232 to 235. So yeah.
You feel good lining up if you're in front of a slot receiver? Let's say they're motioning things, and all of a sudden you're on a slot guy. How do you feel in that scenario?
I feel good. I feel like I got enough of a frame and enough physicality that just my presence alone, I feel like I'll always be able to get hands on guys. There's some shifty guys in the league, obviously. It's a different world up there. But I feel confident I can hang with the best. So just ready to do whatever the league asks me to do.
All right, some quick hitters about today. What was the best thing you did in the combine events today?
I don't know. I thought my vert felt really good. They're pretty strict with stretching and reaching your arm. So I felt like I let them pull me up a little bit. I kind of like the challenge. I don't like some guys try to cheat it. Slosh a little bit, not extend their arms. So I'm like, hey, just give me a legit jump. So I felt good about that. It felt good. I don't know if it felt as good as I wanted it to, or the time was the score was as good as I wanted it to be, but I felt good, felt explosive. So.
What was it, just so we all know?
I think it was 34 and a half. Could have been better. I was shooting for like 36, 37, but hey, can't complain.
With the stretched out arm,
yeah,
okay, you bring it down a little bit. Okay, is there anything you want back out there today?
Not really, honestly. Like I was feeling a little tight towards the end of the drills. Maybe a little bit of the Texas heat, a little bit. But I felt like going into it, it wasn't really anything I was worried about. And then, yeah, the drills were good. I could have had a couple catches at the end, but I think it was like cramping a little bit, so it all added into it. So I feel like overall did pretty good. So.
What would your pitch to NFL teams be when it comes to Max Tooley, the linebacker?
I think with Max Tooley, you're always going to get somebody who's going to go balls to the wall every play. I'm going to give it my all. I'm going to show that I have passion for the game. I want to win. I want to, go out and punish people, if you will, impose my will. So that's what I've always kind of aimed to do, and I have confidence that I can do that at the next level as well. So, yeah, that's my pitch.
What's next for you after Dallas? Or Frisco, I should say specifically.
Take a deep breath, first of all, kind of take in the moment. Maybe go on a little weekend trip, and then get back right into things. Head back to stroke performance, get right, get more conditioned, get ready for that next step, and whatever comes happens. So.
Where do you feel like you would best fit into, or what type of NFL defense do you feel like you best fit into?
Honestly, I'm pretty open. Obviously, I love being aggressive. I love coming downhill. So I feel like any program where their linebackers are trained to come downhill, bring it to them. I feel like that's a good spot for me. But I like I said before, I know I can cover as well. So I like kind of like what Fred does. Sometimes you'll see him drop in that Tampa post, do some stuff like that. I feel like I have the versatility to be able to do some stuff like that. So yeah, ultimately. Anywhere a team sees me, I'm ready to do that. So.
I know you're open to special teams too, especially with the way you move. You mentioned, Fred, what's the best advice you've gotten from NFL guys that have come out of BYU looking back and trying to help you?
Yeah, I think ultimately just be confident and be yourself. That's one thing I've kind of learned through the process is, you can always try to be someone you're not to impress people, but ultimately you have to stay true to yourself and, to me, I'm going to stay true to myself and whatever comes may. If that means not making a team, then I'm totally fine with that. There's more to life, but the goal is, and I know I can make a team, and that's the plan going forward. So.
Right on. Okay, I got to ask. You mentioned a little trip. Any specific location you're looking to go to?
Somewhere warm. Maybe like Scottsdale. Maybe hit around a golf. I don't know.
Okay.
It's it's always a. I don't know, maybe St. George, Southern Utah, just something quick, just something quick to get back up and start training again. So,
hey, you've earned it. You deserve it. Congratulations on getting through a really stressful day, and we'll be talking to you soon.
Yes, sir. I appreciate you, Spencer. Thank you.